Some big portal, that is. And that does look pretty cool now.
The flood. It's spreading all over the city.
How do we contain it?
Find the crashed floodship. Overload its engine core. We either destroy the city or risk losing the entire planet. Chief, make your way to the crash site.
Gee, making our way to risking a crash site to try to risk losing the entire planet? That's no good. But yeah, I just basically we cut out the load screens there and the results. So which is why you didn't see it. But boy, yeah, we got the flood. First level of Halo 3 with the flood. And I gotta be honest, Halo 3 is probably the best they've handled the flood. It's a shame that it's also the last game. Well, unless maybe it's in some side game. Maybe they're in some side games and such. But in terms of last mainline Halo game, unless they're gonna be in Halo Infinite, I don't think there has been any word on them yet. But yeah, and we also have new types of flood that have been introduced. Like we got a couple here. Like we got brute flood. Oh god. Yeah, you can kind of tell which are the brute flood by the ants there. So, and they're not the only new ones. There's a couple more that we haven't seen yet, which we will see soon. Jeez, look at all the flood and so let's get, yeah, like this is the brute flood, which I just melee killed, like the one I just killed there, and that one I just killed there. Yeah, but look, you get the idea. Which is the brute flood and which is a human flood. And yeah, the little dudes can bring the big ones back to life. Which they have done that in 2, but it's way more. It seems a little more prevalent or something. More noticeable. Actually, it's way more noticeable in. Yeah, it's way more noticeable in 3 than it is in 2. Like coming up to a point right here, like that guy there. He's getting affected by flood, and I could have saved him if I shot him, but no. And now, as you can see, he's getting turned into flood. But then, heck, it's kind of nice details that if they were getting attacked, if they're getting in the animation of them getting transformed into a flood, the lock-on cursor will turn red, indicating that it's no longer a good guy. So now geez, got a bunch here. A more energy sword would really help about now, but the Arbiter has one, and I don't. I could kill him for the sword, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, so, yeah, and we will be seeing the flood again later on, and in the later missions. So let's move on ahead here. We're basically playing through the previous level of the storm, but practically backwards for the most part. Probably like 3/4 of the course are being played backwards. Well, it's kind of its own thing. Well, it's kind of something else near the end. Yeah, that's really my best way of putting it. Which I don't really have much of a problem with. But hey, at least we don't have really any rocket launcher flood. Thought it was so annoying and such. From like Combat Evolved, where just one shot from them and you're dead. That was always annoying. Even though you only get it like a few times. Hey, probably like only 5 times in Combat Evolved. Like twice in the library and I think 3 times in 2 betrayals.
Chief, I can't tell you that anymore. It's not safe. The grave mind, it knows.
The grave mind? that big creature who's like, there is still time to stop the key from turning. Tried to do a Gravemind impression, but I don't know how well it went. But yeah, it's that thing that underneath the library in the second game where Master Chief and the Arbiter first met, and Sachin sent the Master Chief to Haichiodi and the Arbiter to the control center to activate the ring. And well, okay, yeah, that guy's there. I don't know if there's any way to get in there or not, but I guess he's the same as that other dude that was behind the door. Too bad they're not helping us.
This is the carrier, Shadow of Intent. Clear the sector. We'll meet here with the flood.
And yep, the elites are here. And they're on our side, so that's good. I mean, the Arbiter is an elite, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's nice that that's pretty cool that the elites are on our side. I mean, like, they've been betrayed by the prophets, or at this point only one prophet, which is the prophet of truth. So, and at that point they just left or something. And well, energy sword time. It still works as great as ever on the flood. So, if you ever near some flood, just try to get an energy sword when you can. It makes it just really helps out a lot for the big guys. But for the little guys here, assault rifle is definitely the best. So your two best weapons, as I just said, are assault rifle and energy sword for the flood. But then again, that's just my opinion. Yeah, and I guess something I haven't mentioned yet was this is the first game in the series to where you can actually play the campaign 4-player co-op. Well, in the previous two titles, Combat Evolve and Halo 2, you could only play them 2-player co-op. In fact, only Combat... I know in Combat Evolve Anniversary, in the standalone version, you needed to play that thing online co-op, and there was no local co-op, which just kind of sucked. Right. I know for the sure in the standalone version of Halo 2, you could play that thing local co-op. And hey, maybe they updated maybe in the Master Chief Collection you can also play it local co-op. I haven't bothered to test it out. Should probably do that at some point, but yeah. But starting with 3, this is the first game in the series where you can play the game 4-player co-op. And I mentioned before that the second player would be playing as the Arbiter, but what would player 3 and 4 be playing as? They would be playing as 2 random elites. Yeah, just 2 random elites. Well, I mean, it makes sense. So you don't have like just 2 copies of, 2 copies of the Master Chief and Arbiter, unlike the first game. Only 2 games. So they change it up to where you have the Master Chief as player 1, Arbiter as player 2, and 2 random elites as player 3 and 4. Alright, so that's how that works, and even at the very beginning of the game, where it would be the same all the way. Okay, so it's kind of cool. Well, unfortunately, with Halo 4, they switch back to it having multiple copies of the same player, of having like 4 different Master Chiefs. But for Reach, they change it up. They make it probably the best it is. But yeah, I'll save that for another time, for when I do Reach. So, yeah.
Chief, the elites are looking for something. We didn't believe them when they told us.
Cortana, Chief. She's on that ship. Find her. Get her up.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of the level. All we have to do is get inside the crashed ship and see if we can find Cortana. If she is on there. Oh god, Flood. And now they have energy swords, so they're stepping up here. Here's so take them all on here. And at this point here, we're going to be introduced to some new types of Flood. Which you didn't really see too much of before. And like that, there, you got one there. Here. Boom. Yes. So yeah, we got some new types of Floods here, and here, like, you got one up there that's like shooting like crazy. There was one that looked like it was a four-legged thing, like there. That it can change into that. Oh god, there's a bunch of them up there. Okay, we got a checkpoint, so see, yeah. Oh god, I was about to hit him before them, and then yeah, he threw a grenade. I was getting ready to hit him, and the elite threw a grenade. So let me just heal. How could you just still be shooting at me when I'm behind something? Oh yeah, and there's some other types of Flood, which are called Hunter Flood. Too bad I don't have any grenades. But now I do. Yeah. There we go. Now with that, I think that's all the enemies. I could be wrong. Well, technically I am, because... Oh, well. When it was... Yeah, this is where we in the ARB... Yeah, we just... The Arbiter's not going to follow us here. Oh, wait, is he? Is he? I don't know. Guess not. Yeah, he's not following us. But yeah, the reason I say I was technically wrong is because there's something here.
Do not be afraid. I am peace. I am salvation.
And yeah, that was the Grave Mind. It does the same thing as what Cortana does. So that's something. And yeah, and like those little orb things right there, those will have small flooded, those small guy floods if you shoot them or melee hit them. So don't do it. And the reason I haven't turned down the volume yet was because of this.
I, in a timeless chorus, join your voice with mine, and sing victory everlasting.
Yeah. So, and no need to turn down the volume now because hold X to retrieve Cortana and cutscene starts.
Chief,
Cortana.
my charity, the Prophet's holy city, is on.
Cortana.
Reclaimer. I must act quickly before your construct suffers any further trauma.
Leave her alone.
If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make repairs.
On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the activation index, and you were going to destroy my installation. You did destroy my installation. Now I have only one function: to help you, Reclaimer, as I always should have done.
Will it live horrible? And if we say,
Uncertain. This storage device has suffered considerable trauma.
Perhaps one of our technicians.
That will not be necessary.
Chief,
Success!
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on its way to Earth with an army of Flood. I can't tell you everything. It's not safe. The Gravemind, it knows I'm in the system.
It's just a message.
Let it play.
But it doesn't know about the portal, where it leads. On the other side, there's a solution, a way to stop the Flood, without firing the remaining Halo rings. Hurry, Chief. The Ark. There isn't much time.
I'm sorry.
No matter, Oracle. You heard enough. Our fight is through the portal. With the boots and the bastard truth.
Fine. We'll remain here. Hold out as long as we can.
Did you not hear? Your world is new. A flood army. A grave army, as you sense. We barely survived a small contamination.
And you, shipmaster, just glassed half a continent. Maybe the flood isn't all I should be worried about.
One single flood spore can destroy a species. Were it not for the Arbiter's Council, I would have glassed your entire planet.
Sir, with respect, Cortana has a solution.
Cortana. Did you see her condition? How damaged she is? She could be corrupted for all we know. Her solution could be a flood trap.
We should go through the portal. Find out for sure.
What we should do, Commander, is understand clearly that this is humanity's final stand. Here, at Earth. We go, we risk everything. Every last man, woman, and child. If we stand our ground, we might just have a chance.
No. If your construct is wrong, then the flood is already won.
I'll find Cortana's solution. And I'll bring it back. Earth is all we have left. You trust Cortana that much? Sir. Yes, sir. This is either the best decision you've ever made or the worst. Hell of it is, Chief. I doubt I'll live long enough to find out which.
Yeah, if you heard any background noise during like that cutscene or so, like second half of it, or midway through, it's because I was just finishing up a drink that I just finished up and threw away. So, in case if you heard any background noise, that was me just finishing up a drink. Again, so without the first cutscene playing, then we're calling a video here on one of the longest levels of the game. In fact, maybe it's the second longest gears of Halo 3, which is the Ark, but we'll let the opening cutscene play and then we'll call it a video. Because it's a pretty long mission.
Road ships, stagger line. Shipmaster, They outnumber us, 3 to 1. Then it is an even fight. All cruisers fire at will. Burn them mongrel hides.
The true ship isn't taking part in the attack. He must have gone to ground.
Roger that, ma'am. We're on it. Kick the door.
Installation 0. So I guess does that make the arc installation 0? I don't know. But yeah, it's part of the arc right now. Yeah. You can see another part somewhere around here. Here. Maybe not because of this giant wall or cliff that we got here. But anyway, so that'll be, we'll call it here, so that'll be it for this episode. So next time on Halo 3, we shall do the arc and secure the landing zone for the commander's frigate. So I'll see you all next time.